What's up, people? It's your boy Slad. In this video, I'm going to talk about stress in America. It seems like everything here in America is meant to stress you out. Like, everything we do, the basic things we do is just stress and a headache, you know? Let me talk about what I had to go through. One of my bills, I had a bill I had to pay for, right? So they told me back in like July that my bill has been paid off. They tell me a final notice of the bill I had to pay off, and everything, right? And it was the internet company. They told me I paid everything off. They sent my final bill and everything was fine. So I get a letter in the mail a few days ago telling me that I still owe them money. And I called them. I tried to explain to them and said, "Hey, you guys told me that I paid off all my bills. Everything was paid off months ago. Now you're telling me that I still owe you guys money." You know, and I tried talking to higher ups, and I talked to one of the bill collectors. She just or the person in the billing department. She just, "Well, you owe us. So do you want to make a payment today?" And I said no. And I had to explain. I got irritated. I said, "Yo, like, you guys just told me I paid off my bills 2 months ago. Now you're sending me a letter that I still owe you guys money." And I'm trying to contemplate if I really owe them or not. Then secondly, I'm saying to myself, like, you guys could have told me this stuff months ago. They could have told me months ago that I still owe them money. That would have been it. You know what I mean? But they didn't do that. They didn't do that at all. You know? Then another thing I had to go through is on my iTunes. Apparently, iTunes and all that shit, Apple and the iOS, it's like they force you to receive updates. They force you to receive it. So here I am, like, okay, I've been reading all these articles, okay, how you can downgrade to like a previous version. So here I am the whole time. I'm trying to downgrade the whole time. I went through all these articles, went through all these errors and everything. Then later I see one of these articles that they wrote saying that Apple is no longer accepting downgrades. And I'm just saying to myself, like, what kind of crap is this? You know what I mean? I spent a lot of time trying to downgrade to downgrade my software, and I can't even downgrade it. But yet, all these articles are telling you online, "Oh yes, you can downgrade." But then I read a reliable source about the Apple and all the iOS shit. Then they say, "Oh no, they are no longer accepting downgrades." I'm like, what kind of shit is this? You know, what kind of shit is this in this country? Everything you do in America is just fucking stress as hell, dude. You know? Everything you do in this country is stressful. You know? It reminds me of how, like, you go to work, right? By the time you come back and pay off all your bills, it seems like you don't get ahead. You know? It seems like, okay, after finish working for a month, you get your salary. By the time you pay off most of your bills, you have no money left over. You have zero money left over after that. You know? It's just hell in this country, dude. Everything you do in America is just stress. Everything here is fucked up out here. And people don't understand why people go crazy. You know? People don't understand why people snap. Why people become aggressive. This society we live in today makes people crazy. They make you crazy. You know? Sometimes you have to deal with bullshit just to get ahead. There's so many people at their job today who hate their bosses, as in they hate them with a passion. They despise them. But they can't do anything about it because they are afraid of losing their job. So if they curse out their boss or even get physical with them, they're afraid of losing their job and possibly having a record on their file. This is the crap we go through. Some bosses I've seen, I've had a lot of horrible bosses back in my time. Horrible, annoying. Some of them are on some power trip. They feel that they can talk to you in any manner they want to and all that bullshit. Why wouldn't you go crazy? You know? You have situations out here where some people will provoke you into fighting them. So here you are taking their shit, not because you really need to take their shit from them, but because you have more to lose than they do. You know? There are some people today who have actually lost their job because of a domestic dispute at home, where you have some scenarios where you have a woman dating a man, and if things don't work out, she'll call the police and file a false rape charge or a false domestic abuse charge. And in most employers I know, most employers I have seen will put that man on admin leave until the investigation is closed. So the investigation can take anywhere between a week to like a month. So you are now out of a job over an allegation. And some of these girls know what they're doing. There's so many girls out here who will make up lies that their boyfriends are beating them up and hitting them and push them, all that shit. And they know it's complete lies. But because they even opened the investigation, that employer may put that man on admin leave over an allegation. So now your life is now ruined, or your income has been placed on hold over an allegation. See, this is the crap we gotta go through in America today, man. This is the stress that I'm talking about. A lot of people think it's okay to fuck with your life and just walk away. This is why people today are becoming more violent, more aggressive, and more angry. I have never lived in a society that has so much stress before. America is the most stressful environment I've ever lived. Especially if you live in a major city, it's even more stressful. You know? And the worst part about it is that no one really cares to hear your side of the story. People just judge you based on what they hear. They don't care about the facts anymore. You know? So this is what's really going on in America today. This is the problem we have in America. Why people are becoming more violent, more aggressive, people are becoming more angry. Because of the shit you have to go through just to survive out here. I'm pissed off because it feels like no matter what I do to get ahead, I can never get ahead. This is what it feels like to me in America. I can never get ahead living here. Everything I do here is just a headache, it's just stress. You know? And I understand why people become crazy. I understand why people become violent. It seems like no matter what you do, you're just stuck. You know? And this is the crap that we got to go through in America. You know? So many people today are like walking zombies. See, if you see people in public today, nobody talks to each other. If you notice what I'm talking about, if you go to any major city, right? I'm telling you the truth. You're gonna see most people are walking alone, or they have their iPod, or they're on their cell phone because they don't want you talking to them. They don't want anyone talking to them, so they place their headphones on with their iPad, or they'll be on the cell phone. They'll make no eye contact. The only people you see talking to each other are people whom they know from like maybe like the work office they're talking to, but everyone else just doing their own thing. This society today is so isolated that the average American cannot get ahead. This country is stressful as hell. And people don't understand why people are becoming more angry, more aggressive. You know? This is the bullshit we gotta deal with in America today, man. I understand why people become crazy. I understand why people today are becoming more violent, because these institutions, they try to fuck with somebody. You know? There are some people who have been overcharged bills before. And some people have been overcharged the bill, but to get that shit removed, it's like a long process. You have to hound them down before they actually do it. You know? Everything you do here is hell. Everything you do is a problem out here. You know, sometimes you have to pay your bills, and before you know it, you can't do that because of money shortage or because of, it's just a lot of shit goes on out here, man. A lot of shit goes on out here. I have enough problems trying to survive out here, you know? That's why a lot of these men out here, I think a lot of these men today who have living girlfriends are the biggest dummies of all time. Because the moment she calls the police on you, you're going to jail. You're going to jail over an allegation. And apart from that, some of these guys actually move in with the same woman who called the cops on them. And if she called the cops on him again, twice, it is a felony charge. Everything you do in America is hell. It's stressful. Everything you do out here is stressful. Nothing makes sense out here. Anyhow, let me know what you think. Peace.